Really weird pistol round.
They can almost just sneak by them and actually get through apartments if they wanted to. Or they can just fight their way out. Rez, we saw him open up the B site on overpass early on. He's able to open up middle with 2 quickly, but you can see MIBR able to respawn in down to a 3-on-3 between these two teams. Nice. And in the pistol round with everyone to be all in middle, it just seems to be a little bit awkward, to be honest.
How is this working?
Why are they going into it is my question.
Well, the weirdest thing about this is when you do these sort of aggressive pushes, the thing that normally fails is that you get stuck in mid and you're open to multiple different angles. Somehow, the 3 players that are stuck in mid have just killed everyone, which makes absolutely no sense. As you mentioned, I don't really know why they're fighting this. They literally could have just walked onto the A site if they wanted to. And in fact, I think Gevrez just worked there and went, all right, they all push mid. So that means there's probably no one on A. In fact, he's going to be still peeking. He can just plant the bomb. I guess he wants to try and give himself more of a chance in the clutch, but I think at this point he just has to take the cash and run. Oh, does he go back round?
I don't think he's going to be able to.
Yeah, I think he's maybe overplayed this a little bit. How is he alive? What is going on? How has this pistol gone back again? It's now into a 1 versus 1. This is the most ridiculous pistol round I think I've ever seen in Counter-Strike. KNG now left into a 1 versus 1. He has the kit and Kevlar and an HE advantage, but oh my god, I don't even know what to think. That's the messiest pistol round ever.
You do it more consistently than they do.
Oh yeah, it's almost at this point like it's intentional.
except if you intentionally try to do it, you'd probably throw it correctly for once. That's the downside. But again, NIP, they've gotten the initial frag. I think that's 3 rounds in a row they've been able to get the entry, but not been able to capitalize off the round from that. And look at this push in towards B. It's going to be very hard to defend against this. Going to be Fur all by himself. Does have the smoke to stall for some time for the rotations to come through, which is exactly what's going to happen. KNG is going to be coming in. The problem is they've been able to push through the smoke. Been able to block off Fur, who actually gets flashed in, pushes straight through, only takes down 1. Bomb going to be on the ground with 45 seconds left to go, and KNG. Oh, that was a little too close for comfort. So they have a person coming in from Banana. They have 1 from CT spawn, 1 from construction. NIP spread out in a similar fashion. Getright's going to need to hit this shot to alleviate some pressure as the 2 players are looking to push in towards construction at the exact same time. Getright gets the first couple of shots. Nate going to come in.
Oh no!
Getright's out of here.
Oh, he was so low on HP. Still, though, the clock really has been ticking. Forrest is going to take 1 and 2. They needed a step up from him in this round, and he... They've left just 1 player over onto B-side, though. Not a whole lot of utility to be expended either. A lot of reliance on Fur, as the other 3 are so far dedicated in towards short. And the push is now going to begin. There really isn't anything to help out Fur. He has to do this all alone. Finally, we see the rotation starting to come back, and he has bought some time, but he's almost lost his life in the process. 29 seconds, or 29 HP, sorry, but about the right time as well. KNG will at least be able to find 1 from the corner. Fur's still in the site. They haven't got rid of him yet. He's just been hiding here the whole time. The flashbang's good, but he can't quite get a kill, and Forrest and Lekro combine to clear out the majority, leaving just Lucas. Okay, there's a few low players, but I can't really expect much from him here, and he won't even be able to close out Getright.
And Rez has actually gotten extremely far up apartments. I don't think he's actually been spotted out. He can walk right out directly into a target. He's actually... I thought he was going to take down his opponent, but somehow Lucas actually gets the better of him. Taka survives with 7 health. And NIP are down to 3 players. That should have been a kill. That's unfortunate.
100%. That was messy. We do have a little bit more aggression onto Banana now, but it's still going to be this push in the direction of the A site. A lot of time left for NIP to play with. They don't necessarily have to dedicate themselves to this side, but KNG, a missed shot once again. It's just going to be Taco cowering in the corner. He's got such low health. Jumping in. How does he win that battle? Forrest just missing the shots. Finally, Getright's there to do the deed. But they've given a lot of time for the rotation. Molotov will go down. They should have a rough idea, especially now, of where Plopsky's going to be through the smoke. That's like what we like to see from Fur, an aggressive peek out. Now it's Getright in the clutch. He has had a pretty good day today. He was one of the top fraggers in the first map. He's looking to wrap round behind them while they line up their smokes. He's got a good opportunity to do it as well. They have absolutely no idea, and the clock ticking down to just 15 seconds. They don't have a kit. If he can even drop one of these players, I think that's enough. As Fallen is facing the wrong direction, dunks him out as well. A great round from Getright. He's been fantastic. Okay, I thought of something like that, but I was like, nah, that's really cringy.
That's why I'm here.
Cringe cat plan. That's what needs to be typed in the chat.
Cringeland?
Cringeland works.
But Taco, that shot you're talking about with Forrest jumping over like that should almost never have worked. He was down to 7 HP from the spray from earlier on from apartments. But luckily, Getright, the clutch with the AUG. Flashes, Molotovs, smokes being thrown in. Fawn's gonna need to hit these shots, and there we go. That's the Fawn we wanted to see. Fortunately, that's not the Fawn we want to see thereafter as he misses the second shot.
And he's gone.
Nade comes back in, and that's, I think, our third nade kill of this map so far. The Cobras are strong in NIP, and so are the rounds. Bomb planted. Smoke dissipating in just a few seconds. No real utility except a flash and a Molotov left for NIP. And Forrest is beginning an opportunity to hit some shots. There we go. KNG goes down. They lost the double up setup. And Lucas looking to push into construction with 17 seconds left. I really feel like it's almost done. And somehow Lucas catches out Getright. Makes it expensive for the T side, but the round will still go NIP's way. This is getting scary.
Yeah, they're probably going to die to the bomb. They'll get right into the corner, which means...
Who said on the desk earlier on, there was a post over on Reddit from a tweet that was... I think MIBR were 2-16, if I'm not mistaken, on Inferno. Sounds about right. And unfortunately, it might be 2 in the Gamer Zone. They actually boosted him up for a shot. He was relatively successful then.
This is going to be the round they'll steal away. This would be classic. They invest all that money into AWPs, and then the round they don't have them is where they're looking like they might actually be able to take this. Here we go, though. Fallen on the back of the site. It's actually going to be far. He sneaks through the smoke. This time his aggression pays off and just burning. Fallen will cook.
Can warp KNG. There we go. That's what we wanted to see out of MIBR. Get the op in his hands. We see NIP trying to pick up the pace. Forces KNG to relocate. Now Fallen's come in to help out. They have 4 men towards the A site. Lekro's actually already in the site, funny enough, and just like that, they've gotten control of it, though they still have a couple players lurking around. KNG trying to come around the corner, using the smoke to his advantage, but Plopsky again. It's going to be his second kill in the round. And NIP get another after-plant situation.
Yeah, back into a 2v2. Taco definitely having a better performance today, but can he do anything to get back into this site? Has Fur to help him. Molotov not going to clear out either of these players, but may skew the vision of Lekro. He's just trying to tap on the headshot angle. Neither player able to connect, and it's Fur to get the kill, but Lekro's still standing, trying to get back up onto the box. Spraying through the edge of the smoke, and the time just ticking away. Fur, he does have a kit, but there's only a few seconds left. Lekro, all he has to do is survive, and Fur knows it. He'll be running for the hills with that AWP. Both players.
MIBR have shown in recent times that Inferno just does not seem to be their map. Is this just NIP outplaying them on the map, or is this NIP outskilling them? Do you think if NIP go over to Dust 2, we'd see a similar result? Counting. KNG can be sat tucked away and Pick gets flashed up. Taco gets overrun on the balcony. They know exactly where KNG is going to be. The problem is he's not peeking them, and eventually they get the 1-for-1 trade. So perfectly done by NIP, leaving Fur and Fall on the last 2 alive. And with the bomb down.
Tag hit straight away. How does Fur get away with that? Forrest unable to hit the shots, and look how low the last few players are. There's a chance here for MIBR. There shouldn't have been in the 4 versus 2. Fallen locked out, at least for now. They do have kits, but even still the time is ticking. Fur rounds the corner, but even his pre-fire isn't enough. And now they know exactly where Fallen is, slowly whittling away at his HP. Just smidgens left for him to survive in that corner, and it doesn't even matter. The clock has ticked, and it will be a 10-5 half.
Extra day to rest, if you're us. And also, nice little bump in your prize money. Look at this, the push coming directly in towards CT spawn, Tom.
Yeah, the wraparound straight towards Arch. This is almost going to leave like a 4-man defense. There's actually only 1 man on A, but MIBR want to take the hard way, as they're going to wrap back around in towards Plopsky, ready and waiting for their push. They're trying to hold this from Banana, but Oh, everyone's run out of bullets. Oh, this is happening again. How does he get around the corner? How does he get a kill? Finally, they shut him down. Another round where you can then try and just jump through it. Instead, they're going to go running out mid. The timing could work for Rez. He manages one, but doesn't get greedy. Fades away and can't be traded. Fur has managed to wrap his way around the arch side in towards CT. It does seem like, yeah, Get Right is checking for it, for sure. But it's who wins that duel. And they're both looking for each other. Fur's going to take the fight, and now there's a bit of a question mark around not only Forest, but the players on B. Forest will get the kill, and he knows that Fur's going to be coming in from behind, and he wins that battle as well. Another double for Forest, and Taco desperately searching, given a shot, but in fact gives himself away. He needs to get out of there. He's the one with the bomb. Lucas is trying to make a play in towards this B site. Seems like Plopsky is just set up in a retake scenario. Doesn't want to give this round away just by allowing a 2 versus 3, and instead Lucas tries to peek in, and that's as easy as you like. And now Taco, well, he's going to try and push in towards this site. You can almost expect from Plopsky's position that that might have meant that.
And a lot of utility that both teams being used towards Banana. You can just hear the spam coming through. Get Right as just boosting Forest up. Fortunately, pays that ultimate price. Plopsky's able to respond, and you know, we talked about hitting that A site before. We talked about Lekro, who was tucked in on the box, and it took him so long to dislodge him that it might have cost them the round. This time they do have 2 Molotovs if they want to push in towards a safe site. Or previously, I don't believe they had any. There's one going to be out of their hands now. Forest holding the angle from Arch with Op. And they're still leaving Plopsky by himself over towards the B site. So again, another heavy commitment towards the A site out of NIP.
Ooh. Nice shot from Forest, and it seems like the T's are so worried about aggression coming down from Banana that they're just holding. They're a man down, 55 seconds left. Utility, it's just 2 smokes, and it's not really enough. I guess one of them, yeah, has to go to allow them to cross towards this pit area. Support is there, but Rez goes down and Fallen with 2 quick kills. He turns this round on its head. Forest and Plopsky so far away. You have to wonder if this is really worth the fight. They're still firmly within the lead. Something that's worth noting as well, that MIBR are struggling even with both pistol wins under their belt. Like, it's not really an impressive display when you win both pistols and are pretty much confidently losing, I'd say. Like, it's not like this has been a particularly close match so far. Like, NIP have been in the driver's seat for the majority. Forest just looking to try and save. Nice shot to kill off Fair as well, making things easier again. He's had a reasonable performance, but not anything crazy. Forest looking for that peak, and he's going to get it again. Another entry kill in another round. He got 4 kills, then the entry in the last round, and now another one here. This man is definitely performing to a high standard, which is always nice to see. The T's now making their way back towards, as they say, normally people fear that AWP. Instead, they're going to be pushing directly towards it. Forest, glass cannon at the moment, doesn't have anything behind it. The nades could do the damage, but saying that, it's not theirs that does the damage. Instead, it's the counter.
Nice smoke, though, with 20 seconds left. It cuts off the short push.
Yeah, they've only got 15 seconds now. They have to get their move on, and there's so much in their way. Trying to get out of the apartments. Tacos manages one. KNG actually gets another, and Lucas combines. The bomb is going to be planted with seconds to spare, and the rotation so far away. It's looking like another round for MIBR, and although you look at the HP on the other side and you think, you know what, there's a chance.
Rez, who was trying to rotate back towards the A site, quickly having to head back towards B to help defend this. He's going to peek around the smoke. He gets the spray down. It's on to Lucas, but that's not going to be enough to pick up a kill. And I think the overtime might be coming true here. MIBR somehow able to pull this one back from a 10-5 scoreline.
Rez has still managed to do quite a lot of damage, though. He's taken down KNG. Well, he is dead now, however. A good peek from Fallen, an aggressive one at that. Letcro has to try and get into a closer proximity in that late Molotov and the late push from Fur. The lurk in the back, leaving Letcro with very little hope. Even going to take some damage from the flames, and the comeback is completed.
It could have been, but you know what?
Disclaimer.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
I want to put a disclaimer, because I don't know. It could have been bad for them. He could have been like, wait until we destroy them.
That's bad fallen. Please wait until we destroy them.
No. It's for the moment. And he's going to be the only one with any vision.
Just that one player, Fur, who has been able to keep 3 players towards the A site, has done the deed as the push comes in towards the B site. Actually, it's just walking straight through. Going to be playing in the smoke. Get right, gets the bomb now down. 25 seconds and counting for MIBR to get through, and Plopsky goes to the USPS. Gets
utility being expended by the CT side, but it seems like they've had enough of this battle of Banana. Instead, Fur's going to go running out. He's just looking to take as much map control away from this CT side as he can. He catches Rez at the same time and leaves just one defender. Letcro, he is that man at the bottom of the scoreboard. As you said, not by much of a margin. Can he do anything to defend this site? His teammates being sectioned off. He has to perform a miracle. He's going to get himself one. Manages to fall back into the pit. First, still just holding off any rotations. He's left completely blind. Should be dead and will be. KNG cooks him alongside a taco. And it is going to be Get Right all alone.
1v4 is a tough ask for anyone. Unfortunately, not able to connect there. That's going to be... Whew, and we're only halfway through the day. Good shot by Taka, by the way, redeeming himself from yesterday.
Yeah, no, he's had a much...
That smoke would be so pivotal in preventing NIP from cleanly getting into the site. There we go, the shot comes in, the smoke as well, the Molotov on top of things, and Force has switched the opposite way to a teammate. Hasn't been able to accomplish too much, unfortunately, because Fur's going to be there to pick up 2. Letcro coming around the corner into Fur's crosshair. And MIBR probably going to be tying things up with falling at the final kill. 17 apiece.
Was Fur again. Do you know what I think it is? It just takes him a certain amount of time within the first best of 3 to actually get going. So before, the Hungarian side just won quick. I'd watch that film.
Rez with a nice shot in the KNG. Fallen response, however. Only one person defended. Fallen. I'm not gonna lie, he's been quiet on the op in this match on Inferno, but those were 2 amazing shots out of him.
Yeah, no financial restraints anymore, so they can bring it up as much as they want. If they can win all 3 rounds, as you stated, they can take themselves a series, or at least the map here and now. Lucas forced out, but it doesn't seem to matter. They've now got 2 players still within this pit, and NIP are yet to clear it, spamming through. It will be 1 kill, but Plopsky then burns and drops the bomb, and Taco's there as well. The lead taken, at least another overtime.
A site. MIBR, quite a few men towards Banana, pushing straight through, and well, that answer's going to come one way or another.
No, they can't. As by the looks of it, they're going to need a big play. It is funny to me that both teams, when they needed that last round to sort of take it to overtime, they did exactly the same thing. Like, they just threw Fur out in their last T-half round. And now this time, they just rush out as a team. Molotov is going to force them off the site. Fallen. He actually clips a player there. He's trying to knife him through the smoke. Oh, my goodness. That's just pure BM. Like, there was no real value in that. Doesn't get to keep the money into the next OT, and Fur, he knows that this is going to another one. 18-18. Oh, this is where they found the weakness in the last round. Lucas, however, will be able to connect 1, but the AWP shot miss allows too much space. Lucas still just going strong. Still, the T's managed to trade things back into a 2 versus 2. 18 seconds on the clock. Looking to try and maybe deny the plant, and actually that's a fairly open one. That's a risk taken from Get Right. Default was definitely the safer. Now it's left onto the youngster Plopsky, but surely they're not going to expect him to do this. He's looking to wrap back around away from his position on the bomb. Already going to be able to spot out one, but he doesn't know the other players behind him as well. He gets around the corner, though. And now he has all the information. Him versus Fallen. Plopsky spraying away, but can't quite finish off his opponent. But he's burning down that clock. Even still, Fallen's going to take it. Even up the scoreline. We're clocked on to these sort of plays just yet. And it's the wrap straight around the corner. Letcro has to try and get back into the pit. Nice shot from Forrest to start things off, but he needs more. He's going to try and help out Letcro, but unfortunately he's already dead. KNG holding rotations, and clinical from him to eat.
There was a chance he was able to pick up a kill. Flashbangs being thrown in. The support wouldn't be there towards Arch. He gets the leg. He backs up into the smoke, hits the shot with the deagle. And KNG respawns, but they still have 2 players left towards the site. Look how aggressive Get Right is down towards the bomb banana. We have not seen this, I don't think, a single time so far in this match out of NIP. He has a smoke to maintain this position. It allows the rotation to come through at Plopsky, so we are seeing a little bit more of a stack like you were mentioning before, just a little bit later in the round. Though I think Get Right's going to have a ton of company coming his way if he can't get through this. And he just walks away and survives. So 4-on-4. Plopsky rotating back towards B, has an incendiary grenade, which they're going to need to stall any sort of aggression. And Get Right gets caught by KNG, though, in the transition back. And Plopsky's not going to be here in time. The incendiary comes down. The smoke's being used to cut off his CT spawn. And now he can't even contest the bomb really going down.
Yeah, there's not really much he can do here, of course, being that it is overtime and 16k. Money is not an issue. Of course they're going to be going for this. Every single clutch will be fought for. And Letcro, he's had some clinical plays in overtime. This would have to be one of the best. He gets 2 kills within a matter of seconds. KNG already tagged, low on HP. Already 3 kills to his name. He's not looking in the right direction. He quickly switches his gaze towards exactly where Letcro is, and he'll hold on to this round.
It was definitely possible. I mean, in a 1-on-3 to get the nice double. That shot right there in KNG, I think that's what saved the round for MIBR.
I don't know how. I think it might just work. However, the setup is here.
Again.
Short control. They are going to attempt it. Lucas catch one on the other side, but they were ready for this. NIP were prepared. Rez does well, but even still, he gets taken down. KNG has stepped up big, but do they expect Letcro? He's normally around this area. They should have an idea, but he's going to be sat in the corner. 1-for-1 trade. Lucas tagged down to just 26 HP, and Get Right is quick on his tails. A big clutch to be made.
He made a sound.
Slightly misses the timing. The boost up going to be coming in. I think he expects it. No, and he hits the timing perfectly. Lucas with a big clutch. And that's going to be MIBR winning this map unexpectedly.
In that last map. But now moving on to Dust 2. NIP starting off on the CT side. Made in Brazil on the T side. And Plop's going to get caught off guard. Forrest as well, not really able to hit too many of these shots in it. That's going to be the B site taken and the bomb going down.
Yeah, these sort of retakes. More possible in pistol rounds, but still incredibly unlikely. I wouldn't like to see a save in this scenario, but you can understand it. Keep the kit, keep the Kevlar. They even have a Molotov ready. Like, what do you even do in this scenario now if you're the CT side? The one thing you have is those flashbangs on Get Right to maybe try and give you a little bit of space. You don't want to be giving up the pistol round in a 5v3, but maybe in a 5v2 it might be a little bit more plausible, and this is what we like to see from Fur right off the bat. Getting himself 3 kills in the round. As said, he warms up into the series. That's what we like to see from Fur, and did really well towards the end of the last map. Kicking this one off strong. I don't feel like... Oh, okay. Good the Ninja's Portuguese is. Probably better than mine.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with you on that one. I always love that aspect. You know, there's a couple of other... How quickly you can hit people with just a pixel and Get Right. Well, we've seen Kerrigan use a spot and mouse force quite a few times. Unfortunately, the flashbang's going to keep him blinded up, and he obviously didn't have the best weaponry anyways to use. But it puts a lot of pressure on the 2 players in the A site. They're going to need to rotate away over towards short, considering the players are going to be pushing up long any moment now.
Oh, Lucas even expects it. Finds the kill and leaves Forrest alone, trying to be the hero, and nothing he can do. Fur removes him with the MAC-10, and this is one of the most successful bonus rounds you're ever going to see. Every single player still standing for MIBR. Okay, maybe not. Slowly surrounding him on B. What can Plopsky do? Can he keep his weapon? No.
And the Avakopchik going to be coming up next. I think that's going to be a really close match. I think there's a lot of potential on both sides, to be honest. I think the Hungarians have a lot they want to prove. Get right, proving he can take down KNG. Unfortunately, Plopsy's going to lose control of the B site. Going to be overwhelmed, and MIBR getting fully in. Get right with some flashbang help out of Lekro. Is able to pick up one, trying to escape. He just can't seem to get around the door. Oh, and Lekro comes in, catching them completely off guard. They've not been able to get themselves set up in sight. Smokes have gone down. But it's just quickly turned into a 2-on-3 in favor of NIP.
They've got to try and cover things off. I think that was actually a CT Molotov that just bounced back out of the window, so they've actually given some extra time to MIBR. Rotation coming through the tunnels. Definitely a position that needs to be worried about, and they're going to smoke it off instead, but, well, obviously at this point, Get Right doesn't really have much of a choice. They're going to take the fight, though. Forest still around this angle. They've gained some control. Fur wins the duel as well, and everything was looking so good, but now Forest, he doesn't have a kit, and it doesn't matter because he doesn't have a head either.
It caught me off guard, and I'm the one who can see everything that's going on in the map. Like, to do something like that, so interesting. Get Right. Oh, I think he caught him. He's caught his scent. And there we go. Great shot out of him. Good boost out of Forest as well. While we were playing.
Oh, you're that guy?
I was that guy.
Worst sort of people.
Yeah. You already knew that about me. That's why you love me. MIBR now have the man advantage, and they lost the scout earlier on. Forest trying to do something with the Deeg, but MIBR actually respecting it quite heavily. They're still staying spread out. They're still looking for a clean avenue of attack. 38 seconds, and this round's taking a hell of a lot of time. With the B side open, and with Forest pushing in tunnels. Ooh. Okay, we might have something going here. He's able to pick up a weapon off this. They know the B side's most likely going to be open from it now, and Forest might have a chance if he can lock them down with the shots. Lekro as well, if he can connect one more time, there might be a good chance for NIP. 20 seconds left to go, 2-on-2. And Forest has the lockdown on the push into B. Lekro gets the kill on the Fur. Now can Fall and pull this off, and no, Forest gets the kill, gets the round.
From Forest still get enough money to get the AWP as well, and big play from Lekro. He actually buys an awful lot of time just by taking this fight. And, well, utility now being expended. Got his space over the top of the car, quick to find the shot onto Fur. Looking to be that entry fragger, but not getting anything done. Get Right ready and waiting. Lucas once more will be able to get a kill, but they need to get this bomb onto the site. Get Right has all the information. The rotation will begin from the remaining players. He finds an integral kill with the help of Rez. Now Fallen has an awful lot left to do, playing around the edge of the flames. Taco finds one, Fallen gets another back. Quickly into a 2v2 situation in the smoke. I'm actually going to give them a little bit more space. Just trying to hide around the edge of it. Plopsky maneuvering around the corner. Taco gets another one. He had a quiet day yesterday, but he's killing it today. The AWP will be retrieved.
Molotov that came down directly on top of site, that was thrown out of MIBR. I'm not sure exactly for what reason it was put in the middle of the site, because it forced Fallen to back away.
As you said, it seems like a very risky thing to do, but it did work out, and, well, so will Fur's entry once again, down to just 6 HP. Rez now having an AWP. Not really something I expected to see, but never know, might be pleasantly surprised. Things they're gonna run Lucas across, but not anybody to be seen.
Lekro with the FAMAS, though, trying to hold from CT ramp. He's going to have a lot of company coming his way. Smoke's going to be thrown down. Spray going to come through. Unfortunately, not really connect on too much. However, I think that was Fallen that actually took some damage on the cross. Must have been from Forest from long range. And Lekro's able to get one, but one and done, unfortunately. And Rez with the ops. Did he actually drop the bomb? The problem is he's being flanked in from behind. KNG's going to be here with his own op. 15 seconds left, and should see the plant come in here momentarily. Now Rez, what is he going to do? Try to save the op or go for it? Now I would wager. Try to go for the former of the two, and yeah, looks like he's going to back away into B tunnels. And MIBR going to be up to 7 now.
Then it's kind of hard to see any way back from this. Rez, he turns his back. I don't think his opponent knows he's there. Luckily, Taco is too much into this one. Probably just a few pistols, but if they can at least still keep things costly, they may have a chance that when they finally do win a round, they're in a thing is, these are the sort of rounds that you can somewhat see slipping away, especially with Lekr getting a kill like that. Even does a lot of damage onto Lucas. Those pistols are becoming more and more deadly by the second, but First still somehow manages to get himself the kill on towards long, and that's actually going to force the rotation away. Leaves a lot of pressure here onto Plopsky still. Manages one, the rotation coming towards A. KNG finds another pick, but he doesn't expect Forest to be here, who spins around, looks for the shots with the dig. He's done it before, but he just can't connect. Eventually, though, Plopsky comes to support him. The bomb going to be going down. Forest has to be careful. The jumping dig seems fairly unlikely, and his teammate is on a long rotation. Will take him a while. They don't have a kit. KNG's actually going to look to try and reposition himself. If he could turn this into a 1 versus 1 before anything happens. And I don't know if he just spotted out Plopsky. He has now. Hits the shot and leaves it onto Forest, who gets a bullet onto KNG. Almost goes the other way, but the fact is, when you're this far down, you need to take those.
We see this happen so many times, actually, from today and yesterday, where teams can't seem to get it done with the gun round, but you give them pistols, give them the force up with just some armor, and somehow they're almost able to take the rounds based off that alone.
Yeah, Astralis have been trying to break a lot of their records. Here we go, though. Nice work from Taco. This round has been one of the better ones again. It seems to be that with the pistols, the ninjas just do better work. Plopsky trying to hold on to the cross. Nice shot from Lekr. He's so good with his deagle. And once again, another couple of kills go to his name. It's left onto KNG. Lekr has been removed from the site, but there's not enough of that smoke to cover him off on the cross. 25 seconds for him to try and fix this. Does peek out, and Plopsky hits the headshot. Well, for 4 spies, I guess.
With their whistle round? Whistle round?
With their whistles. Their whittle whistles. I've developed a lisp over the...
Anders and Moses. Of course, Red Eye, who's actually already in the building. 9-2, though, for MIBR, and just Get Right hasn't been able to get solid control of long. I mean, then again, we haven't seen too much of an investment out of them towards long, out of NIP, to get that early control, and now Get Right's going to have to get in pit because he has pressure coming in from the actual site.
Rez is at least able to get one in return, but they still are sat with a disadvantage. Lucas looking to try and clear the man from pit, and he should be able to get that fairly easily. Leaves just the men trying to hold on to the cross. The bomb had already made it towards the site, and once again it leaves Rez and Forest low, and well, again out of this round. It's looking like another save. Forest hoping to try and catch someone as they cross. I think he's been spotted, and to be honest, for MIBR, they don't really have that much money. They're still in a confident position, of course, just because of the rounds.
Sorry, just kept peeking.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay. How does that even happen? Like, you have that sort of jiggle peek battle, and the first still doesn't know or hasn't been given the information about where he is. Is he actually going to survive? Here, where to use his small amount of utility. He's going to use it to try and slow down the mid-take. Peeks out, will be spotted. The jig is up. They know where MIBR is going, but they may not be able to stop them. KNG with the flick as they try to run through. Nice work from Plopsky to try and hold on this B site, but eventually he falls, and KNG is still just shutting down that mid portion. Lekr desperately trying to clear him out. Fallen's actually burnt to a crisp. There's 2 low players here. It may be possible, but he needed that kill on Taco.
11-2. The scoreline is getting out of hand for NIP to have a chance to come back. I don't want to count him out just yet. Again, you can see what it means.
Not bad.
I got 1 out of the 40. KNG again. He's got Force's number.
And you've got Get Rights.
Actually don't. Not yet.
Oh dear. Well, Lekr, he's going to be able to find KNG. The thing is, they're locked out of this B site. We haven't seen too many B plays in the last few rounds. They're going to be going in. Doesn't actually do that much damage, and this buy from MIBR really does show how much damage NIP have been doing over the last few rounds. Forced out.
Oh my god.
Okay. Taco's definitely back to play as Lecro's gone. However, the remaining players don't even really have weaponry and haven't had the chance to go retrieve it. Kits on every single players from the Swedish side, so they're at least in a good position to get back in, but they have to make their move. Down to 15 seconds. A couple of shots hit, and it's going to be the back 10 of Fur to find one. Still, the clock keeps ticking, and they haven't got anybody on the defusal yet. They'll be able to deny it. There's nothing they can do, and Fallen hits the deagle shots. Anything you can...
Whether or not it's going to be a quarterfinal or semifinal spot will be decided by this match.
Yeah, we have seen some ridiculous comebacks, and
yeah, of course, definitely over these 2 days, 100%.
I think that maybe there's a possibility here, but they need the pistol round to get off to a strong start. That's not bad. Popsky wins the battle with the Glock down mid. Not something I say very often. They're still fighting it, in fact. And in the meantime, his team slowly make their way through an extra smoke for Fallen, but no face to go with it. Nice shot from Lucas, at least. He's also been playing well in this map. The Molotov's there to make sure that the bomb plant is secured, and Plopsky lurking with a bit of a gremlin angle, but he does have to get his move on as the remaining players look to push in towards this site. Already back into a 3 versus 3. Actually took them a very long time to get that bomb planted. So there's still a lot of time to be played with. Lecro gets dinked, but through a wall. Plopsky actually gets caught on the flank. Nice shot from Get Right to remove further. They need a couple more of those if they're going to be taking this round. Lecro needs to win his battle, and he won't. And it's left all on to Get Right to clutch this pistol out. They desperately need it, and he's going to be looking for it. One more kill. Get Right caught jumping, though, and that's going to be the most frustrating way to lose a round. It's like the mouse wheel.
Clutch. Then the last round of the match in second overtime. Gets caught with the smoke out.
So crisp.
By the way, I have a question for you. What the hell is a gremlin angle?
So
do you just make it up off the top? I know there's like small the semifinals, but as a tournament has gone on, MIBR have gotten better.
Nice shot from Lecro, though.
I wonder if that's going to continue to happen as you move into the playoffs.
Yeah, well, I could say I would be very happy with a Mouse Sports MIBR final. Like, that would be awesome. The rise back of the Brazilians and Mouse Sports as the sort of big bad final boss.
Well, we talked about, you know, first save with HLTV, like people think he's our savior, or he's going to be the savior KNG coming to the team, but, you know, you come into the team and the second tournament you play, you win.
That would be pretty good. They've still got a long way to go. But, hey, it's looking good versus NIP in this second map. The first one incredibly close. They definitely have some weaknesses within their map pool, which teams could look to exploit. Having a couple of maps that you don't play is not really on. At least not within a Fallen team. The B side's actually completely open. Like, they found the hole within the defense. Taco pushed all the way through, and instead, they're going to have to play this in an afterplan. Now, he has got an incendiary, a couple of flashbangs. There's a smoke and a kit, so in terms of this retake, they've got a good chance. Rez also has a Molotov. They're trying to clear out all these close angles, but there's actually nobody there. They're both within the site. They're both looking to defend this together. Lecro and Rez trying their best to hold on. They desperately need this round. Molotov goes down to the doors, which is going to burn down the clock as they try to make it through the window. Lecro manages one. The trades are there. It's all on to Rez. He doesn't know Lucas is above him. And they can't find the bomb. He is going to have the defusal anyway because he has himself the kit by now. Or do you wait and play for overtime and try and grind out that many rounds in a row?
I honestly think they're just going to buy up in the round and just go for it. I mean, you're so far behind already.
Yeah. What's the gathering up? There's not much utility left. The singular flashbang. What can KNG do at the back of the site? He's got his AWP already. Manages one. Get Right just trying to work out where he is with the Molotov. This is going to be burning him. He's still alive in the corner, and they don't expect Taco to be here. KNG's been given more space to find more shots. And 15 looking likely. He still hasn't been cleared. Plopsky just tries to get rid of Taco instead, and Rez is way too late to the party. Fur will be there to close it, and I have no idea how KNG...
The Molotov was thrown a little short, so he's actually able to just back away and use that to his advantage. A little unfortunate that the throw didn't come through correctly because it could have dislodged him and might have actually been a sight. Mouse Sports already there waiting. Obviously not going to be the opponent they'll be up against. Fer opens up on a Plopsky. The initial start going the way of MIBR.
Rez somewhat trapped as well. Taco wanting to try and capitalize on this. He does manage to take down one. Rez still just waiting behind this. Goes for the spray, but it's Fer to win it. Leaves it into a 3 versus 2. The legends of NIP left standing. A couple of low players on the other side, so it is still possible. Uh-oh. Hello, Bomb. Well, this is going to be a big problem.
Just get right, expect them to have pushed.
Well, it depends on if Fer continues. Because if he sees Fer, then that gives the game up. He's actually going back and around. It looks like he does expect it. Look at the angles. Taco's holding, but it doesn't matter. Get right hits the shot anyway. Fer is still lurking in that area. He's trying to find another position. In the meantime, Forest has secured the site, but they don't have the bomb to plant.
Just like, hey, I got the site. Come bring the bomb.
Surely he's not going to expect Fer around this corner. It's all going to come down to timing. Forest is slowly making his way forward. Can't making sound. He's going to try and get towards that smoke. Can he escape? No, he can't. 29 seconds left, and I think that might be all she wrote. It's on to Forest to try and bring this back. He manages to retrieve the bomb just about, but look at the position of KNG. He's now ready and waiting. The sniper on the site, looking for Forest. He hits the leg shot. He's still standing, at least for the moment. The KNG knows the time is on his side, and Fer is behind him. A dominant performance from MIBR. A fantastic match of Dust 2, and they make their way through straight to the semifinals.
You have to be so proud of that as well. KNG, the newest addition to the team. They've already been able to make their way through to the semis, considering how that series went so back and forth and scrappy on Inferno, but they really put their foot down